something that pisses me right off. I'm aware of certain laws that exist only to create revenue for the government. All they do is take money from the poor and give it to the rich. All it does is create revenue for the government. It's just a cash cow, and it doesn't look out for the public in any way, even though that's what it says it's doing. I'm talking about the laws saying I can't ride my bike on the sidewalk, I must have a bell, I must wear a helmet, I must have a light. Let's start with the bell. Okay? If I'm riding my bike, why do they say you need a bell for one? They say you need a bell to let people know you're behind them or to get out of the way. Now that contradicts another law which says you shouldn't be riding your bike on the sidewalk. So if I'm not riding my bike on the sidewalk, I don't need the bell, period. And if they come up with that lame ass excuse that, oh, it's so the cars can hear you. Well, I've had a bell on my bike and I've been behind a car, and guess what? They can't hear that. They got the motor on, the windows up, and I go ding, 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 ding behind them or beside them. They can't hear, and they don't care. If bells were enough to alert cars, all cars would have bells on them. No, they have loud ass horns. Sorry for the swearing, but I'm very upset about this. Now, another thing. If I can't afford a car and I have to ride a bicycle to transport, I can't afford no $80 ticket for not having a bell, a helmet, riding on the sidewalk. What was the other one? The light. Did you see that? Helmet, bell, light. Yes. Another thing. Riding on the sidewalk. I'm not an idiot. I know how to ride a bike. I have brakes, and I see somebody in my way, I stop. And I can stop in time because I'm not doing 80 clicks and I don't weigh 3 tons. And if I happen to accidentally run into somebody, worst case scenario, that person's going to fall down, twist their ankle, hurt their arm. Worst case scenario, bump their head. But I got a pretty good idea that they're not going to die, okay? Unless they were already really, really, really old or really, really sick or already had injuries. But these people are not going to die if I bump into them on my bike. Now, if I go out on that street and I got smashed by a car, I got a really good chance of dying. Really fucking good chance of dying. How many people die a year being hit by cars on the street, walking or riding a bike? How many people die getting hit by a bicycle on a sidewalk? Oh, wait a minute. None. So why can't I ride my bike on the sidewalk if I use common sense, have a bell maybe, or I could say, excuse me, because I have a voice. It's the same, it's just as loud as a bell. But no, you want me out on the street with 3-ton vehicles, some drunk drivers, people not paying attention on their cell phone, even though you have a law against that, running me over, completely right over. You know what happened to me if I got hit by a bus? I'd be flat, dead, mushed. This is a bunch of bullshit laws, only to create $80 a ticket. If I don't have a light, $80. If I don't have a helmet, $80. If I don't have a belt, $80. If I'm riding on the sidewalk, $80. What's 4 times 80? That's $320 that I don't have. I'm riding a bike because I don't have a car. Some people do it for health, some people do it for fun, some people do it to save the environment. But a lot of us are doing it because we can't afford even a bus pass. Okay? The light. I can see at night. You have street lights. Cars have headlights on them. You can't see a car coming at you in the dark. You gotta be blind, literally. You can still hear it. If you can't see when you're driving down the street with the street lights, then it's the city's fault for not having street lights in that area, because we got street lights polluting light pollution everywhere. We pay megawatts a night, millions of dollars to light up the streets when you don't even know naturally, visually, if you didn't have those lights, your eyes would adapt to the dark and you'd be able to see anyways. Carry a flashlight, a couple of batteries is going to waste a lot of electricity. Anyways, that's another subject. The light is bullshit. Give me an $80 ticket because I don't have a light on my bike. I was threatened this in the daytime too. You don't have a light on your bike, I'm gonna give you an $80 ticket. It's freaking daytime. It's just a cash cow. It's just a way for them to fill a quota, to suck in revenue from the poor people, and then give it to the rich people. Okay? A helmet. A helmet. It used to be you after 18, it was your choice. Before you were 18, when you were a kid, look, you gotta wear a helmet, kid. Just because parents are a little protective. Now, I'm 18 now, I can choose whether or not I want to risk my own dome. But, if you look into the statistics of this, drivers go way out of their way to go around somebody who's not wearing a helmet, but will whiz right by somebody wearing one, because they figure that person's safe because they're wearing a helmet. More people with helmets get hit by cars than people without helmets. So what you're doing by forcing us to wear helmets is putting us in the line of danger. You're putting us right in the firing line. The government knows this but doesn't give a crap. So now, we've covered the light, we've covered the helmet, we've covered the riding on the sidewalk, we've covered the bell. What are we going to do about this? These people are trying to suck money out of bicyclists who are just trying to survive with these bullcrap lies that say they protect us. They don't protect us at all. We can protect our damn selves. I know how to ride a bicycle. Anybody that can ride a bicycle has 2 legs, 2 arms, a brain, and common sense. If they crash into something, they're just hurting themselves. So what? It was my choice to ride the bike. If I bump into a sidewalk and I fall down, it's my fault. Am I going to sue the city because of the sidewalks there or whatever? I don't know what I'm saying right now, but all I know is that we should have more choice in this. You should not be fining us and giving us tickets for this crap. We should be standing up, rebelling, and saying, no more of this. We don't want your laws saying we have to wear a helmet. I can make my own choice if I want to take safety precautions. I can see in the dark. I don't need your light. I have a voice. I don't need a freaking bell. If someone's in my way on the sidewalk, because I drive on the sidewalk, by the way, and you know what will happen if you change that law? Nothing. Nothing will change. More people are not going to get run over on the sidewalks. Because people already don't listen to that law. I go downtown, I see kids whizzing by people on bikes all the time. They slow down when they see someone in their way. They don't hit nobody. And it's not like there's going to be more people riding on the sidewalk. That's bull crap. I heard one time the real reason that law was made was because people driving off the sidewalk onto the road to cross the street to go back onto the sidewalk would run into the side of cars. That's not the bicyclist's fault. That's the car pulling past the stop sign. That's what do they call that when they edge around the corner? I don't remember what it's called, but it's illegal for them to do that. And another question: where did that bicyclist just get hit? On the road. There's no cars on the sidewalk. You know what there is? Motorized electric bikes now. Those things weigh hundreds of pounds. You nail somebody walking down the street in one of those things, they're getting a broken leg for sure. I got hit by one. It hurt my ankle, took me right out. I've been run into by bicyclists. You know what I did? I grabbed the guy and held him up. I accidentally ran into a girl one time. She was coming from this corner, and I was coming this way, and I seen her at the last second, and I skidded, and I accidentally bumped my shoulder into her. She fell down. She brushed off her leg and said, I said, I'm sorry. And I helped her back up. You know what? I got nailed by a car. I was in the hospital for a week. Okay? See the difference? You see why I'm so pissed off? I feel like swearing and saying, fuck these laws, okay? Sorry this is not very professional. I hope I'll clean it up one day and get a new video. But I hope somebody sees this and goes, holy crap, he's completely right. And we gotta do something about this. Nobody probably thinks like that, but I'm gonna put this video out there now. My name's Dan Reese. You can look me up on Facebook. You can tell you what, my number is 289-396-0424. I live in Hamilton, Ontario. Contact me if you want to do something about this, because I do. Let's get a petition going. Let's take this to the government and say, you're not going to charge us anymore with riding on the sidewalk, not wearing a helmet, not having a belt. The bell is completely ridiculous. $5 bell, which I can't really afford to go get. I have no money right now. I'm broke. I can't get a bell. So I can't ride my bike. So I can't go to work. Because you say I have to have a belt, or you're charging me $80. A fine of $80 that I don't have. It's bull. It's bull.